Dear students, followers, and learners, all are welcome to my class. I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. This is me, Muhammad Hamayatullah Rashid, lecturer of English at Collectorate School and College, Bandarban. Today, I want to practice uh, from our text, from our guidebooks about the previous rule about simple, complex, and compound. Okay, in our previous classes, we have practiced a lot of rules about changing sentence, especially from about simple, complex, and compound. So today, we want to practice some of the sentences uh, centering these rules. Okay, so let us practice. There are no, dear students, you know that here is written 5 sentences. All are whether in simple or in complex or compound. Okay, so we'll transform one sentences about the rest sentence. Okay, if for example it is complex, so we'll transform it into simple and compound. Okay, and B is in compound, so we'll transform it into simple and complex. C is in complex, C, we will transform these sentences into the rest of the 2 sentences. Okay, let us start without delay. This speech is about Mother Teresa. We know that she was devoted all her life for uh, for humanity. Okay, she was a devotee Christian, and she never married. Okay, Mother Teresa was born August 26 in 1910 in Skopje in Macedonia. Okay, we know that this is in simple form. Okay, so we'll transform it into complex and compound. For example, first of all, transform it into complex. So as in complex, there will be 2 clauses, dependent, independent clauses. So we will make there 2 clauses. Okay, so we can say in complex, Mother Teresa was a woman. It is a simple clause. Mother Teresa was a woman who was born August 26 in 1910 in Skopje in Macedonia. Okay, this is complex. Okay, and in compound we can say it was Mother Teresa. It is a simple sentence, and she was born August 26 1910 in Skopje in Macedonia. Okay, so we have to change some of the forms here to match with meaning. Okay, now B. Her childhood was comfortable and prosperous due to her father's success. Okay, we know that this is in simple form. As a sentence, it is simple. Okay, so we have to transform it into complex and compound. Okay, so first of all, let us transform into complex. So in complex, we have to use as there is due to means because of. Okay, so in case of because of, we have to say in complex because or since or as. Okay, so mother, her childhood was comfortable and prosperous because her father was succeeded. Okay, as the first clause is in past form, so all clauses will be in past form. I'm repeating again. Her childhood was comfortable and prosperous because her father was successful or was succeeded. Okay, or we can say the last clauses in past. Okay, as her father was successful or was succeeded, her childhood was comfortable and prosperous, like this. Okay, this is complex. And in compound we can say her father was succeeded and so her childhood was comfortable and prosperous. Got the point? Okay, this is compound form. Number C. Her mother was very religious and she took her children to morning mass. We know that this is in compound form, and we have to transform it in complex and in compound and in simple. Okay, so her mother was very religious. There is two different clauses. We know her mother was very religious. It is one a simple clause. She took her children to morning mass. It's also another simple clause. As there is two simple clause, we have to make one clause phrase. We have to make one clause as a phrase. Okay, so to make a phrase, we can transform the was be part as being. Okay, being her mother very religious. Now it's became a phrase, it is not clause. Okay, uh, being her mother very religious, there will be a comma, as it is a phrase, and after a phrase there will be a comma. Okay, being her mother very religious, comma, she took her children to morning mass. It is simple. Okay, and in complex we can say as or because or since. Okay, as her mother was very religious, she took her children to morning mass. It is complex. Done. Number D. From the age of 12, she was aware of a desire to devote her life to God. From the age of 12, she was aware of a desire to devote her life to God. We know that it is in simple form, okay? And we have to transform it into complex and compound, okay? As there is 2 plus bar, and we read before that, if there is 2 plus bar indicates to and is indicates to any aim, then it will be so that in complex. Okay, it will be so that. Okay, from the age of 12 she was aware of desire, so that, as is in past tense, so that she could devote her life to God, so that she could devote her life to God. It is complex. Okay, and in compound we can say from the age of 12 she was aware of a desire, and she devoted her life to God. Okay, she devoted her life to God. It is compound. Okay, Mother Teresa chose a life of self sacrifice. It is in simple form, we know. Okay, we have to transform it into complex and compound. Okay, so faster in complex we can say Mother Teresa chose a life which was choose a life which was a life of self-sacrifice. It is complex. Okay, and in compound we can say Mother Teresa chose a life and it was a life of self-sacrifice. It was a life of self-sacrifice. This is compound. Dear students, you came to know that to transform this sentence from one to another, we have to sometimes add some additional clause and sometimes subtract some words to match the meanings, and sometimes we have to add some clauses from our bone. For example, it is we who, okay, it is that, like this. We have to sometimes add some clauses, sometimes subtract some clauses, and we have to sometimes mingle both clauses into one clause or into one phrase to make the sentences meaningful. Okay, okay, that's all about for the time being, dear students. You have to practice more and more, and without practice you cannot make a a complete successful in grammar. Okay, okay, that's all about for the time being. Thank you. Okay, thank you.